Draw, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth who refused to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all that you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom, doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will, spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture, back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Dolphins are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Panthers team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Seven yards to go on second down. They will run again with Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Newton takes it himself. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try the air now with Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's the Panthers punter now. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry for the rookie Pro-Size. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. A second down carry for Pro-Size. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. The play clock's running down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Pro-Size. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with precise. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
319, Dally. Dally. Zip. 319.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Play clock winding down. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Stills right side. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Right back to Procise. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times watch him make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And the seemingly endless drive continues. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the gun on third down, Rodgers going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Coleman now. And some room to maneuver. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They come out here in the I. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Newton on first down. Looking for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the I. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Deep drop. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 5. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now in Miami, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They come out here in the I. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked off. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10, Newton again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And some room to work. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Procise. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he finds Stills, complete. And a hurdle that time, a great hurdle. Gives him the extra ground to gain for the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
This is Procise on the carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great... You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On the ball. That's it. Do something.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because